So we'll have to see if ONIC can manage to do what Bigetron could not.
I mean, we keep on seeing these new picks because again, guys, Harith, this is the debut for CW's Harith here in the MPL. So many debuts already in the playoffs. We saw the Glue, we saw the Sicilian again. We're seeing so many crazy things, and I'm just so excited from this, guys. Quick prediction, very quick. Momo, ONIC BTR.
I just feel I will go for BTR.
All right, but wait a minute on you, Arashi. Here we go. Let's get straight into game number 2. Sicilian is in the house. Bigetron Alpha takes on ONIC Esports.
So yeah, what about you, Arashi? Actually, if you take a look of the composition from both of the teams, which one do you think better?
I think since the previous game that composition with the Heart and Granger had potential. So I believe ONIC will be able to actually perform it maybe better because they were in the shoes of Bigetron in the previous game. They would know how to go against it, right?
Yeah,
they were open in their own shoes.
Did you see that? Drian was trying to replicate Psycho's success and stealing that orange buff last week all the way in regular season, but unfortunately it does not land. Now Brandt will be able to secure this purple buff, but wait a minute, Keyboy is looking for he's gonna try to poke Rainbow down, but Sanguine Claws does connect. Now Keyboy has to back away. And yeah, he surely will because Key has joined the fight.
And here we see BTR does put Key on that Cho. We'll see how much impact he can bring to the table and whether or not this pick would come in with a lot more pressure compared to the Baxia of the previous game.
Yeah, and right now it just seems like Bigetron Alpha, again, they're just going to keep on farming, right? They know that they do not have the better early game, especially compared to that Granger. He's going to go look for picks again. This Cho is very, very scary. They banned it the first game, and in the second game, it has gone through. Key now, he's looking for something. He goes into CW actually, but Brands will be able to secure that gold buff. But look at the top side, the Jikundo comes in. CW will still be able to run away, but actually, they're looking for a re-engage onto Key. The trap comes in, the immobilize has been used, and Key will be able to get out of that one too, though.
Yeah, but look at that. Actually, CW and also Keyboy, they are just keep giving a pressure as well into the lane, in the top lane here. Matt, I think it's pretty having a hard time as well by just having a 1v1 situation with CW. Meanwhile, the turtle has been popped up at the bottom lane. Suns is already making a move with Kiba and also Jian.
Oh, but Jian goes in onto Brands. That might be very, very... Oh, but look at that dodge coming in from Brands. He dodged the flame shot. They're looking for Keyboy. The Sanguine Claws comes in. The Bat Impact. He's going to feast on the dead, and that's going to be a kill going to Sicilian. 2 for 0, but a trade coming in. Boots actually gets Brands down.
Where did he come from?
Yeah, he walked all the way from that top side. Very, very weird, but okay, right now, Sans has started the turtle. Key is still waiting in that bush. He still does not have that way the dragon, though. Unfortunately, Sans will be able to kite back on that one.
Yeah, but Keyboy is now trying to help his team at MNC. Look at that 5 member from ONIC Esports. They're already grading, but Matt just with the preferred fighter towards that Sans, and Sans will be the first target will be down.
And the turtle has been stolen by Bronze. He's now 1 HP. CW gets the kill, but look at Bigetron. Rainbow using the bad impact onto Drian. No damage just yet. The Sanguine Claws does not connect, but they stole the turtle, and now they're looking for the game. 2 for 2 trade. 4-2 now in the scoreboard, Arashi.
So we see that it is already like a much better start from Bigetron. Getting the turtle, getting these fights that they really desperately need, and even though they have more late game insurance and ONIC has the more early game focused characters, they find a play to make it work. And arguably, it might have began with the overextension from Drian, going really aggressive in the bot side there, trying to get a pick to secure the pressure for the turtle.
Yeah, I mean, Drian, he's known to be very, very conservative. Look at the mid-dragon has been used, and look at the fall coming in from Matt and Rainbow. Actually, the Duke's coming in, but the Sanguine Claws lands. He goes into CW. The bad impact will be able to finish him up. That's going to be a kill for Rainbow. Now, Keyboy looking for a trade back, but Rainbow will be able to run away from that one, guys. 2-0-1. Rainbow is coming in clean in this game with that Sicilian pick.
Yeah, Bigetron Alpha, they look pretty strong right now. ONIC Esports, they have a chance actually to, making a good momentum for ONIC Esports in the early stage here. But the problem is it just didn't work as what they expect here from ONIC Esports. Drian with the Union Overton, sometimes the follow is pretty kind of slow as well, coming from the teammates from ONIC Esports, but it's fine. Bigetron Alpha, they are looking for, maybe super duper late game. position.
But look at Key. Look at him. Cheeky again. He's looking for position, but Matt goes in with the Bravest Fighter. Going to be able to get another solo kill onto CW. He is getting obliterated by this Lapu Lapu. As in the bot side, it looks like Bigetron Alpha, they're already trying to set up for the second turtle.
Yep, and look at that. Rainbow. He just keep doing the same thing over and over again with the sign-in clause. And even though that Sicilian pick for Bigetron Alpha, your boy, Eric.
My boy indeed. Look at that pressure. He's able to go. Oh my god, Matt gets a 1v1 with Sans. Matt is trying to do something. This guy is the candidate for most improved player. If he does this, he surely deserves that trophy.
Yeah, but Keyboy, he doesn't stop to just walking around the map right now. He needs to make a lot of actually work as well for ONIC Esports. He needs to open a vision. He needs to maybe put some trap as well. He needs to at least make Bigetron Alpha pretty struggle to just invading inside the jungle of ONIC Esports. But now,
God, look at the damage coming in from Man. The way his Dragon will be able to secure that kill as well. Just so coordinated. Bigetron Alpha, they are so dominant in this second game. 7-3, 3,000 gold lead, 2 turtles going to that Ishan Shin. And right now, there will be a technical pause.
And I was about to touch on the fact that ONIC drafted really well. And so even if Key has the throw, we're seeing him move around, being active, trying his best. But despite all that, in the bottom side, that was a critical situation because, again, it's I don't know, paramount that they actually get a good fight, get a good pick off. So maybe if Drian did get that pick, as we mentioned, in that bot side, that would have been a whole different scenario and we would be in a completely different game. But unfortunately, it did not pan out that way.
Yeah, and right now, oh my god, it just looks like very dominant game. Look at that, the bad impact already taking on half HP from Drian. The longer this game goes, guys, the more of a threat Rainbow becomes on the Sicilian. Look at Matt, he's already going in with the Bravest Fighter, gonna go on Keyboy, but the damage is just not there. The flicker comes in, Sans gets Jeet Kundoed, but he's still able to dash away from that way of the dragon.
Yes, again and again, this Sicilian could be a threat as well for ONIC Esports. I could say that ONIC Esports, they didn't have any answer for how to shut down this Rainbow because they don't have any lockdown hero besides that Drian here. But the problem is, look at that, it's pretty easily as well for Rainbow because he just needs to keep his positioning. But look at Zaman Force being popped up, but it's not gonna be enough for Key to just run away from the Synchro Vision and also the corners that CW have.
Yeah, I mean, okay, sure, they do give out a kill, but it was for the orange buff, you know, it's basically to get Bronze ahead of Sans, so I think that was very, very worth it, right? A tank going in to take the farm, to take a buff from Sans.
Yeah, that's true, and look at that, even this Uranus, he didn't stop do this. He just wants to do the same thing over and over again. He wants to get all of the stack for his regeneration. So I think Repo is having a good time inside the jungle of ONIC Esports just now. ONIC Esports, they are just too much pay attention to this Rainbow. They forgot about this Repo, who could be a threat as well. For ONIC Esports dragging this game into the late game, this Repo will be so tanky, guys.
This is very dangerous because everyone has their comfort fix. The Bravest Fighter comes in, Drian gets knocked down again. The Zaman Force has been popped by ONIC. They're looking for a re-engage, but look at the damage from Bigetron Alpha and look at the discipline. They get 1 kill, they instantly back away. Mistakes from the first game are not repeated in the second game.
And speaking of that discipline, as I mentioned, even the other day, whenever a kill is very close, whenever a tower is almost down, Bigetron has a discipline, great work by the coach. They just immediately back off, make the smart play, avoiding mistakes as much as possible.
Yeah, but let's take a look at the quick heads-ahead from the both of the XP lanes, Arashi.
Well, here we can tell they're very even as far as like stats goes, but the
oh my god, look at that bat impact! Almost gets him, the Sanguine Claws comes in, but oh my god, Koopa saves the day. CW almost taken down by 2 bat impacts, guys.
Only 2 bad impacts, man. Look at that.
Oh,
He
no.
just don't want to stop kicking anyone here. Everyone who became a frontlaner from ONIC Esports, he just straight away kick him down.
Yeah,
with the Jet Kundo and also the Wave Dragon.
Arashi, you mentioned earlier, right? The head-to-head was extremely close, but it will not be close if you have 2 extra members, alright?
Yeah.
Repo is just cheating right here, alright? You're not supposed to bring the 2 members. This is a 1v1. But unfortunately, this is a team game, so there's no individuality. We will see who the most coordinated team is. And right now, from the looks of it, Bigetron Alpha, will they finally get a game, a dominant game over ONIC Esports? They have never done it before.
Yeah, even Bronze, he already has his level 13 compared to Sans. 2 level differences between our jungler here. And look at that Repo, almost stole that jungle here, from ONIC Esports.
And right now, as you can see, Repo Wonder Uranus does have the Oracle already, having an insane amount of regen. And on the other side of ONIC Esports, they do not have an NOD yet.
This is
And so-
why actually that Rainbow having a huge damage because of the combination item. They're coming from the Lightning Truncheon and also the mana stack they're coming from Clock of Destiny.
Right.
The first 4 minutes, if once you done your Clock of Destiny, you will get a full mana stack here.
And this is why it's so dangerous with this Yishin Shin Sicilian combo. They can keep on just soloing this. They can burst the Lord down. Did you see that? The Lord was taken
Yep.
down to a fourth of its HP in such a small amount of time.
Yes, and look at the Sicilian. He's making towards Oracle. So more regeneration as well for Rainbow. And I think still it's a good respect as well coming Rian and CW.
Yeah, I mean, right now, they have insurance in the late game. They also have the mid game right now. It's 5,000, a 5,000 gold lead already. I mean, even Brands, he has a 2-level lead over Sans. This is, as long as Bigetron Alpha stays disciplined, as long as they keep on going for these objectives and play it right, they will be able to secure this game.
Because from the looks of it, the Bigetron really has no weak point at the moment. They do have the better poke, they have the better front line, and they're not letting ONIC get any easy picks. So it is really reliant on Bigetron making a mistake here. But we have seen them make that exact mistake against Alter Ego the other day. So we have to see if history repeats itself.
Again, look at this. Extremely intelligent, but oh! Gets it, my god!
Way
That was way
close.
too close. I mean, the Retribution and Flame Shot completely, I mean, very well timed. Again, Drian is an insane player, right? He is super intelligent, and that usage of the Flame Shot almost gave the players in Bigetron Alpha a heart attack.
Did he do that blind?
I think he did, because again, he just saw the particles, right? The lower
Right.
particles, and he just went for that. What
Impeccable
timing?
game sense by the man.
Yeah.
Yes, but Repo now, Bigetron Alpha, they
Oh,
look pretty
no.
confident. And again,
Genki.
look at that, the Way of Dragon being used by Buzz, and Buzz still can flick out away. But the problem is, Bigetron, he just doesn't want to, they just doesn't want to
Oh, but
stop.
Renbo, he has to be careful because CW has used his Amon Force key, used the G Kundel, but it's going to be taken down. But Keyboy gets the kill. The shutdown goes to the tank player. This might be disastrous, guys. You're not supposed to, I mean, I guess in that kind of situation, whoever gets the kill, it's worth it. But you put all your resources in there. 3 ultimates, and the top side has been taken down. Now the Lord is chunking on that top side, and in the bottom side, they've also got on the turret. So right now, it's still worth it for Bigetron Alpha.
Yep, but the problem is they just, maybe waste a lot of time as well and when
Yeah.
they lose the Rainbow just now. But ONIC Esports, I mean, it's a good thing as well for ONIC Esports. At
Yeah.
least now they can buy a lot of time to just reset in again and probably kind of wait for the next load.
And on the top of the gold charts here, 4 members of Bigetron, only Key on the bottom there, but he's playing full utility, full tank, full ganking. So dominant performance by Bigetron here. I think ONIC needs to maybe push the pace because again they do not have the stronger late game. So when they do get a pick like that, as you mentioned, it is still work for Bigetron because they did get the towers, they still get all these objectives on the map. But if they can push the man advantage and maybe go for an even better fight afterwards, they could get something more.
Yeah, 118 seconds onto this Lord Arashi. ONIC Esports, like you said, they have to look for the fight now because in the late game, they're just going to get completely poked down, right? Renbo is looking phenomenal on the Sicilian as always. 2-1 and 2. He has that Purify as well to get him out of that sticky situation if he does meet that stun from Koopa.
Yep, that's true. And look at that. Actually, Bronze now, he's on the full level with Rainbow is trying to get his full level as well. I think Bigetron Alpha, they have to pay attention with this Rainbow's position. They cannot let Rainbow being cut again for the second time. And ONIC Esports, they have to find a way how to shut down Rainbow because I think Bigetron Alpha, they are pretty, they kind of realize they are more relying on the Sicilian with the stack mana that actually he has for the most highest magical damage they coming from Bigetron Alpha. So
yeah, I mean,
Rainbow
right
is
now,
the key.
Yeah, Renbo is the key. Key is not the key. Renbo is the key. But right now, Bigetron Alpha, they're looking to just keep on. They're going to push these leads, right? They're going to go into their jungle, secure that purple buff with the Retribution. And they're just going to push every single wave, wait for that Lord. Again, very disciplined play. We've seen this against Alter Ego yesterday, but it actually went to Alter Ego. The game where they kept on going, they didn't push their lead all the way to the base. They kept on just waiting for this Lord. They actually lost. So right now, there is a chance that ONIC can come back, right? Same picks as well. There is a Granger on ONIC's side, so it might be very, very dangerous if they do go to the late game where ONIC Esports has built those items to counter the damage coming in from Bigetron's team.
Stroke of destiny there, as you mentioned. And you know, this especially in such a high level, it really never is over till it's over. So we believe that it's still very competitive, and ONIC still looking for solutions here, for sure. We've yet to see something very game-changing. But again, this is ONIC we're speaking of. We might be just seconds away from them putting out something completely unexpected.
Yeah, actually the winning condition for ONIC Esports, they have to shut down this rainbow in the first place, and they cannot lose these Suns because after Bigetron Alpha, they don't have this rainbow. I think ONIC Esports can use all of the resource skill from Granger to just keep giving a poke damage and even pressure for Bigetron Alpha.
The burst, I told you, the burst. ONIC has no time to respond to these plays because again, Bigetron Alpha with that Sicilian pick, with the Yishin Jin in the late game, they just completely melt that Lord away.
Yep. With the burst damage coming from Rainbow and also Bronze, ONIC Esports, they don't have a chance, even though a slight chance to just contest or maybe even get close to the Lord Pit just now.
Alright, let's do some comparisons, alright? Talk about the late game a little bit. Drian on that Kagura versus Sicilian. Sicilian wins all the time. Yishin Jin with the Granger. Yishin Jin has the better late game. Uranus versus the Bellman. Uranus has the better late game. So right now, it is going to the late game. 15 minutes in. Bigetron Alpha, they're pushing towards the inhibitor turret. The Zaman Force has been popped by CW. He's looking for more. He's going to clear that Lord. But look at the turrets from both sides. They have pushed every single lane in. The minions are still buffed. And look at the poke all the way to the back side. The Sanguine Claw zones them away. Boost gets taken low. And he's going to get taken down. The way the Dragon comes in. CW gets killed. That's going to be a double kill for Bratz. He's looking for more. He dashes in. But unfortunately, he won't be able to get that. Now, Sans and Keyboard, they're trying to save this game. But unfortunately, the poke, the damage, everything from Bigetron Alpha. Keyboard gets taken down. A killing spree. Sans, the bravest fighter comes in. That's going to be kill number 2 for Bigetron Alpha.
Going to game 3, boys.
And wow, look
6
at
times, 100% win rate. Sicilian. Take that, Donnie.
What?